of class 6. Welcome to physics class once again. Today I am going to teach you the new chapter, that is chapter number 3. The name of the chapter is force. Today I am going to teach you this chapter, force. Okay, now what are the things we are going to learn in this chapter? Okay, so see this. What is force? Effects of force, force of friction, types of friction, advantages and disadvantages of friction, how to increase and decrease friction. In this chapter we are going to learn about these topics. Okay, so today I am going to teach you that what is force. Okay, what is force? In our everyday life, okay, what we do? In order to move a thing, okay, we have so many things at home, and every day what do? We move some of the things from one place to another. So to move a thing from one place to another, what we do? We either push the thing or either we pull the thing. Okay, so when we push the thing, so what happens? The object moves away from us. Okay, and when we try to pull the object, okay, so what you see is that the object comes towards us. Okay, so when we push, the object moves away from us. When we pull, the object comes towards us. Okay, for example, okay, see this chalk box. Okay, I'll keep this chalk box on my palm. Okay, I'll keep this on my palm. Now what I will do is that I want to move this chalk box. This chalk box will not move until and unless, okay, I will touch it. That means I will push or I will pull. It will not move. Okay, it will not move. Okay, so what I am going to do is that I will push. So the object moves away from me. You have seen the object was here. When I push this, the object moved away from me. Now I want to pull this object. Okay, so when I am pulling this object, okay, it comes towards me. Okay, once again see, when I am pushing it, the object moves away from me. When I pull this chalk box, the object, okay, it comes towards me. So this object is moving only when I am pushing it or I am pulling it. Okay, so what is this push or what is this pull called? So this push or a pull acting on object is called a force. So the concept of force is clear, that what is force? In order to move any object, either we push, either we pull. So when we push the object, it moves away from us. When we pull the object, it comes towards us. Okay, so what is the definition of force? A push or a pull acting on an object is called force. Okay, so the definition of force, the concept of force, and what is force is clear. Okay, push or a pull that is acting on an object is called force. Okay, now so whenever we bend a thing, okay, when we stretch a thing, when we walk, okay, or when we stand still, okay, so what is involved? Push or a pull is involved. Okay, so now I am going to give you the example of force as a push and force as a pull. Okay, you can see in this picture that two men are pushing the car. Okay, the car might not be working. Okay, so they are pushing the car, and you have seen this even in the movies and all. You have seen, okay, in movies also, in the reality also, you have seen the men pushing the car. Okay, so these men are pushing the car. So they are applying the force as a push. They are applying the force as a push. So you can see this picture that lawn mower, okay, mowing a lawn. Okay, so this man is mowing a lawn with a lawn mower. So when he is mowing the lawn, what he is doing? He is pushing the what? He is pushing the lawn mower. Okay, that means he is applying the force as a push. Okay, he is applying force as a push. Okay, so these were the examples of force as a push. So many examples. examples are there. When you want to move the box, okay, from one place to another, so what you do? You apply a force as a push. You push that box, okay, in order to shift that box from one place to another, what you do? You push that box, okay. So that means you are applying a force as a push, okay. Now, I'll give you the example of force as a pull. You can see in this picture that a man
is pulling a hand cart. Okay.
that cart contains the goods, okay, and what he is doing, he is moving that cart, and how he is moving, he is applying the force as a pull. He is pulling the cart, he is pulling the cart. So here he is applying the force as a pull. He is applying the force as a pull. Now in the next picture, you can see that, okay, I am opening a drawer. So when we open the door, what we do? When we open the drawer, what we do? We pull the drawer. We apply the force as a pull. We are applying the force as a pull. Every time you open the drawer, okay, at your home, so what you are doing? Do you push the drawer inside? No. You pull first. To open, what we do? We pull it. Okay, and to close, what we do? We push it. We are applying the force. By to open the drawer, what we are doing? We are pulling it. So we are applying the force as a pull. You can even see in the next picture that the horse is pulling the cart. The horse, what he is doing? He is pulling the cart. That means he is applying the force as a pull. So I gave you the separate example of force as a push and force as a pull. Okay? Force as a push and force as a pull. I think you have understood, okay, force, what is force, okay, a push or a pull acting on an object is called a force, okay. I have given you the separate one, no? Force as a push and force as a pull, okay. Sometime the push and the pull act simultaneously, okay. Now, this means that when we want to move the sofa, and sofas are so heavy, no? When we want to move the sofa, okay, and it is so heavy, so how to move that? Okay, how to move that? You cannot move it alone. Can you move it alone? No. Okay, some people try to push it, some people from one side they try to push it, okay, and some people from the other side they try to pull it. So both are acting simultaneously now, the push and the pull. So some people try to push it and some people try to pull it, okay. So this push and the pull sometimes act simultaneously, okay. Now the next topic is forces acts in pair. Forces acts in pairs. Okay, so forces acts in pair means that, okay, when one object, okay, when one object exerts, okay, force on the other object, okay, there are two objects, okay, when one object exert the force on the other object, the second object, okay, the other object will also exert the equal and opposite force on the first object. There are two objects, okay, so one object will exert the force on the other object, so the other object will also exert the equal and opposite force on the first object, okay. So this means that forces acts in pairs, okay.
You can see in this picture that when we try to stretch a spring, okay, the spring also tries to exert an equal and opposite force on our arms, okay. So whenever we are stretching a spring, so what does it do? It also tries to exert an equal and opposite force on our arms, okay.
So forces acts in pairs, okay. Now the another example of forces acts in pairs is that, okay, you keep your books on the table, okay, and the books rest on the table, okay, it rests on the table, no. So why it rests on the table? Why not it fall down of the table? Does it fall down? No. Why it rests on the table? Now see, okay, this is a table, okay, this is a table, and on this table, okay, I have kept a book. This is a book. I have kept the book, and can you see the book is resting on the table? Now why it is resting on the table? Because the force, okay, because this book, okay, exerts force exerts force on the table, and the table exerts equal and opposite force on the book. Okay, this book exerts what? It exerts force. This book exerts force on the table, and the table exerts equal and opposite force on the book. Okay, so both these things are exerting force on one another. Okay, it is exerting force on one another. So this is the reason that book is resting on the table. Okay, this is the reason why the book is resting on the table. So I hope you have understood, okay, what I have taught you today. So I want you to learn this all at home. Okay, whatever I have taught, go through this. Okay, and if you have any doubts, so you can ask me. Okay, so today I have taught you about what is force. Okay, the push or a pull acting on an object is called a force. Okay, okay, I have even given you the examples, okay, of this force. I have given the example of force as a push, force as a pull. Okay, and I have even given you the example that sometimes this push and pull, what they do, they act simultaneously. Okay, then I have given you, then again I have taught you forces acts in pairs. Okay, that when one object exerts force on the other object, so the other object also exerts equal and opposite force on the first object. Okay, and even I have given you the examples of this. Okay, so for today up to this much. So whatever I have taught you, so go through this. Okay, so in my next class I will teach you, okay, different types of forces. Okay, so for today up to this much. Okay, thank you.